Welcome back, guys. Today has kind of been a rough day. My allergies are killing me, so I almost didn't film this today because my eyes are watering so bad. But I press on. This is real life, and that's what I want you to see, that I'm just a normal person who happens to like makeup. Number 2 is we had to rush our cat to the vet today. We don't really know what's going on entirely yet, but he did have to stay overnight. So I'm a cat mom, and he's my baby. So I'm worried. But hopefully everything will be okay. I'm going back to the vet tomorrow to find out more. So, whew, just gotta reel it in. As you guys can probably tell, I don't have any eye makeup on. And that is because today we're going to be testing out the Jaclyn Hill in Morphe palette. I do have to say the only reason I have this is thanks to my husband, because I actually had a meeting planned at the last minute for the day and time that this launched, and I texted him like 2 minutes prior, I need it, can you get it please? And it arrived yesterday. So thank you, Caleb, for being a true team player and still getting this for me. Okay, so first off, I love the way that this arrived because it came in a box like 10 times the size full of bubble wrap. And when you open up this box, I was like, dang, this is really kind of fat. It's wrapped again in bubble wrap. So this has been protected the entire way there, or here. And I really appreciate the amount of thought that they put into protecting this, because if something like this had arrived with parts of the pans shattered, ooh, would have been a very unhappy camera. Once you take it out of the bubble wrap, this is the front. You've already seen this, I'm sure. And this is the back. It's Morphe in Jaclyn Hill. And when you open this, it has a plastic cover on top of the pans, but this is what it looks like. It's so beautiful. Now hopefully I can get a little closer so you guys can actually see the pans a little bit better, but the colors in here are just absolutely beautiful. I love what she had selected for this. I find it really interesting that she put these handful of really bright like greens and blues down here, but if you look at it overall, it kind of makes sense because these blues and greens will look really great with some of these matte like browns and like taupey shades, because those will make amazing transition shades for these. Alright, so let's just jump right into trying some of these out. On first glance, I kind of want to do like a red and gold kind of eye, but we'll just kind of see what happens as I go along. But these don't have shade names, so it's going to be a little more difficult for me to tell you what's going on. But I think I am going to start with this very first shade in the corner because it is a matte shade, and I'm going to use this as my base. So I'm blending this one all over my lid and up into my crease, and this is really just to help set everything else that I've already done and provide a good base for all the colors that I want to layer on top of it. Now that we've got the base shade down, let's go ahead and I think we're going to go with this third shade on the top here. It's like a very light kind of golden brown, and we're going to use this just in the crease as a transition shade. So I'm using this shade to just help build up the color slowly in the crease so that we can create a more dramatic look without it being really, really harsh. Now I'm going to take the same brush that I just used to apply that crease transition color, and I'm kind of debating, but I think I'm going to use this second color on the second row, and I'm going to build up the color a little more in the crease. You really want to work slowly while you build up this color. Dramatic, I don't want to say dramatic, but more dramatic eye looks will definitely take some time to build up so that you don't have all these harsh lines and it just looks really bad and like you didn't take your time on it. So it's okay if it takes a while. I think I've said that a lot of times before, but take your time with it and build it up slowly, because the more you build and the more time you take, the more amazing it's going to look at the end. Okay, so last color in the crease, same brush. I'm going to go just one over from the one I was just at, so the third one on the second row, and just kind of focus it on the outer half of the crease. I'm not going to go to the inner portion because we're going to start building up color on the outer half after we use this one. Can you guys hear my husband in the background just screaming with his friends as they play Dota? So crazy. We've got most of our transition shades done now, so I think I want to start going into some deeper colors. Still don't know what I want to do yet, but we're just going to go for it. I'm going to take, I think this one here is kind of really deep burnt orange color, and start working that just in the very outer corner of my lid. Okay, one more matte shade and we're all done with the matte ones. I'm going to do the one next to the color I just used, so 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth on the third row, and then we're going to start going in to these really awesome looking metallic shades. And just like the last one, I'm just building this up very slowly in the outer corner. And no, it doesn't look super amazing right now, but I promise it will look like something. Alright, now we get to the shimmery colors. I'm going to take the very last one on the third row. I don't know how well these are going to apply with a brush, so I'm going to try a brush first, and then if I hate it, go with my finger. And I'm going to focus this on like the outer half of my lid, and we'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, it's still pretty good with a brush. I think I'm going to keep doing that with a brush. Oh man, I love Morphe's shimmery shades. They're just so beast. Now that I've got that kind of burgundy shimmery color on the outside, what I want to do, I think, I really wanted to do gold, but I'm not sure I want to now. I think I actually want to use one of these like pink kind of champagne shades up here and go on the inner half of my eye. So I think I'm just going to take my finger and use this fifth one here on the top, and we'll see how this one goes. Oh my god, y'all, these apply like a dream with your fingers. I probably should have ended up doing the outer part with my fingers, but dang, look at that pigmentation on this. These shimmery shades are just like out of this world. They're so beautiful. All I'm going to do now is take what was left on a couple of these brushes with the darker colors and just start running them under my lower lash line, and then use this same really beautiful like champagne pink shade on the inner corner and then on the inner portion of my lower lash line. You know, I never know what to expect with collaboration palettes, because sometimes they're just like super awesome and amazing and just, you know, you can tell they put a lot of time and effort into it, and then sometimes it's just kind of disappointing. You're like, oh, well, I have other colors like that, and what's so special? But dang, I'm pretty sure that's why it took Jaclyn Hill 2 years to do this palette, because she was trying to get everything just right, and I'm really, really impressed with it so far. Okay, so we're almost done. All I'm going to do is go add some liquid liner and some mascara, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, so liner, mascara's on. I also used this second color right here to highlight my brow bone a little bit, just to bring everything together, and that's it. We are totally done. I have to say, I was very skeptical going into this. I knew that Jaclyn Hill had taken a lot of time and effort with this palette to really get it where she wanted it to be. But I'm always really skeptical of collaborations because sometimes they're really hit or miss, and this one is undoubtedly a huge hit. This is an amazing palette. The color selection is great, the pigmentation is great, it applies great with brushes, with my fingers. I think the only thing I haven't really tried yet is it wet. So that'll be something else that I'll probably try in the future and see if it works really well. But all the colors are really creamy, they're pigmented, and I think that this turned out really great for something that I kind of threw together on a whim. Another thing is, as long as you have patience, this really wasn't very hard at all for me to create. It was just a little bit of blending and a little bit of patience. So I know you guys can do looks like this too. And again, like always, if you enjoy these videos, don't forget to give them a big thumbs up and always subscribe before you leave. So thank you guys so much for watching this. I actually had a lot of fun creating this, even considering my whole allergy situation. So thanks again, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!